Why am I living in my car? That is the question. A lot of you have asked in the last couple of videos, and I thought I would try and answer that somehow today. Firstly, it's by choice and not something that's actually, do you know what? This is very necessary. I have had to do this. There's a few reasons. Firstly, just before we continue this video, I just want to say that if you want to wait until the end, I'll show you how I turned this car that you're sitting in into a fully functional living space, there or thereabouts. That's after my explanation. So there's a few reasons why I felt like I've had to do this. Firstly, everything's all right in my family, and everything's cool. I don't know where to start, I think the best thing to do here is be as honest as possible. I mean, that I did that metal detecting and mental health video some time back. I looked into the scientific reasons as to why metal detecting makes us feel so good with serotonin and dopamine, and the environment and what it does to our brains, etc. You can watch that video right there if you're interested in that. This is kind of like that, really. It's not the only reason. There's a few reasons. One being that lockdown, I felt that the last lockdown was quite restrictive for me. I just kind of like finished with it, had enough of it, but still played by the rules. And my dad died in that lockdown, as you know. Was it the last lockdown before then? Oh, I've forgotten, but it was, he died in November, and that, I don't know, those kind of four walls just seem to be feel like they're choking me ever so slightly. I work from home. This metal detecting business is my job now, right? It's what I do, and so I have to edit, and I need kind of space to do that. I find it hard to work at home. I find it difficult. I'm just not very good at that. I need to go somewhere to be able to work. I find it difficult to break up psychologically the work-home environment. I've been doing it for years. It's not something that I'm particularly happy about, really. So that was not one reason why I chose to do this with my car. It's because it's just a mobile office. I can set my computer up in there. I've got all my Wi-Fi. I've got everything, and I can make videos, and then I can just edit them in the car. At the same time, I can eat in there. I can sleep in there. There's places that I metal detect that are 30, 40 miles away from where I live, and what I'm finding is that I'm getting in the car, getting something to eat, buying something to eat, travelling all the way over there, coming back, editing, and I kind of figure, well, why don't I just do it all in the car and cook in the car as well? Turn the car into a living space, a functional living space, so I could do all that on the long metal detecting trips. And then in addition to that, there's plenty of you guys that say, come to my place in Scotland, Brighton, Southampton, Norfolk, all over the country, come metal detect with me. And I thought, okay, that's a really good idea, and something I really want to do and meet people. But then you have to consider restrictions, even though they're ending next month, but you've got to pay for a hotel and you've got to pay for your food. This also solves that problem. If I want to go metal detecting somewhere, I just drive up there. How do you do? Let's have a laugh, let's have a beer, this is cool, great. Make a video, get into my car for some sleep, edit the video in there. Easy peasy. As some of you may or may not know, I do have a touch of the old anxiety here and there, and it's a horrific thing. I'm either really cool and calm like now, or I'm that's anxiety for you, and then too much anxiety, and then eventually depression. And now I know for a fact, in my own psychology, in my own mind, and a lot of you guys that metal detect will agree, this environment is very good for me as a human being. It's very good for my psychology, it's very good for my spirit, it's very good for my soul, and it's certainly very good for anxiety. This heals me. So if I need to be, I've found that making this car, and if I need to go, right, I'm just going to go, and I'm going to go, just, take it all in. I find that just even knowing that my car's there now is good for anxiety. It just brings me down. I go, okay, I know now that I can get away if need be. I just kind of wonder what effects these lockdowns have had on us all, like long-term psychologically. I thought I was dealing with it quite fine, and I know I was dealing with it very fine, but just recently, after, you know, and especially after my dad died, we weren't even allowed to do the whole funeral thing. We've still got to do all that stuff. I just felt the need to be out now the weather's warmer. This car is, it's seen better days. Yeah, it's seen better days. I bought this car about 4 years ago, in 2016, or 5 years ago now, 2016, for £1,600 just to get me through a few years. It's like from 2004, I think, something like that. And she's done very, very well, but she is falling apart. The engine turns on some of the time. I've got a feeling that the previous owner probably died in the car, because sometimes I can hear him whispering to me. About once a week, if I'm going up a hill, all of this black smoke comes out of the back of the car and it loses power, but that seems to go away. The bad timing of all this is that I had an MOT a couple of days ago, and I'd done all of this kind of like work in the car, and I had the MOT, and I went to go up to Scotland to do some gold prospecting with Sci-Fines, and that's all just kind of like falling apart. But I just said to this guy, did my MOT, I said, I'm thinking about taking this car up Scotland, and his face just went. He said, mate, I wouldn't even take this car out of town, let alone up to Scotland. Now, many of you are going to say to me, get a van. That was my first thought, but unfortunately I can't afford a van, even a cheapy one. And the problem with vans is you got extra tax for a commercial vehicle if you buy them, even second hand from a reputable dealer. And also they're typically diesel, and diesel in this country is going to get smacked in the next few years tax wise. Don't really need that. And yeah, it's just not an option for me. I'm looking at these small campers you can get, these teeny ones, but I need to save up some money first. So it's going to be an adventure, whatever happens. And that's it in a nutshell, I think. I just needed some freedom. I needed a place that I can make videos, I can go travel places, I can still edit in there, I can still do my job in this little mobile place. I can go meet other YouTubers, and I can do all my metal detecting stuff. All of my metal detecting stuff is in here, as I'll explain in a minute, and is all removable when I go back home, and you know, I can go back home whenever I want. I think that's just like the shorter, simplified version of everything. I don't think there's anything else I need to add here. I hope that answers your questions, and I hope you enjoy this part of the video where you'll see me attempt to turn this into a mobile home. I think I'm going to pull these out just because I've already pulled out the front bits of them, just because they're extra weight. They do act as a platform, they do act as a flat platform, but I'm going to build a platform on top anyway, so it doesn't really matter, if you see what I mean. I'll think that through. Maybe I'll just leave one up or one down and then have that there, and then just take that one out. I'm going to need to build a platform there because that's where my head's going to go, or my feet. I'm going to need to make privacy windows, which are going to be an absolute nightmare. I'm going to have to figure out how to get electricity. I'm going to have to figure out a lot, but the one thing I need to do right now is just, I've just got a new kit. You know, I just got to clean this whole thing out and hoover it out and bleach it. So that's what I'm doing. Now you see this thing here? This is called a ratchet. See that? I'm learning. I'm actually learning something. What we're doing is going to get rid of these, as I said, this side of the chairs, I think. Maybe keep the side that you guys are sitting on now. In theory. Oh man. I can't get to that one back there. So I kind of figured that would be it, but no. Damn. Got these guys as well, and they seem to be attached to something there. And these two are attached to each other, which is attached to that. Oh man. Yes. Okay. We have one seat. We have one chair. Oh, that's great. Oh no. It's still attached to the seat belts. Oh, dude. Come on. Really? gotta. Okay, and that's what we're left with at its core. This isn't good. This is as far forward as this chair can go. That length there, I'm 6 foot tall exactly. It's about half a foot out. So I'm going to have to create some sort of L shape that I can move slightly more diagonally. Sleep's important to me. So the idea is, as I've been doing this, going to build 3 platforms, a bed platform, a storage platform, maybe. Platform at the top is where my head's going to have to go, and they could be removable anytime. So if I have to put the chairs back in, I can put the chairs back in. But also they can be used for storage underneath, well, the storing of metal detectors underneath. That's the most important thing. So they're going to have to come up quite high because I've got to put the detectors and the spades under them. So I'm not going to be able to sit up in the living space, which is quite frustrating as well. Everything also has to be releasable. Everything which is in there has to be releasable, in the sense of I don't want to be leaving my metal detectors and spades and equipment overnight, so I need to be able to pick them up if I'm not in here, okay, and take them into my house. So what I'm going to do now is just continue and clean and clean and clean, which is what I've started here. It just looks awful, doesn't it? And then I shall hoover it out. That's a bargain. £3.20 from £6.39. Yeah. 3 little saucepans. Oh, they do little miniature frying pans as well. That's cool. It's good to know. I just got this black vinyl, which is £7 a metre, and it's perfect for the windows. Oh, look, I'll show you. Look at this stuff. That's great for the windows. These, you just saw that these were in a sale, didn't you? They've charged me full price for a milk pan set of 3, £9.99, so I have to go get my money back. Damn. No, it turns out they were £9.99. They were just in the wrong bit. That sale bit has something else, and I wouldn't have paid £9.99 for them. I got these things from the range. They're like foam fake wood things for like £10. Wood even mat, added protection for in. I kind of figured that instead of A, paying loads of money for real wood and cutting it and stuff, and B, adding all of that extra weight, then maybe something like that will do the job. Okay, so that's the frame kind of built. I ended up getting some of these things and then just screwing them in. It's not great, but they kind of move around and stuff, but I think they'll do the job. These things here, and I'll just use that. And Tom's donated slats from an old futon to the cause, which is really going to help me, so I'm just going to put them on now. Got to think about this a little bit more, and I've got to attach that properly, and that leg as well. That sits down over there and the other one sits there, but I need something, I need to be able to remove it from there if I have somebody in the passenger seat, so I might need to cut that in half. And that's it installed. So it's completely portable and movable, and I can take the whole thing out. The reason that I wasn't bothered about that, and I didn't care at all if I could take the whole thing out, but the spare wheel is under there, isn't it? So I've had to consider that when it comes to my MOT as well. These are the things that I got from the range yesterday. Just put that there to just offer a little bit of support, so it's nice and spongy. It's pretty sturdy. Once those slats are on it, it should be a lot more sturdy. I really hope. I really hope. Right, I got myself a couple of plants for oxygen purposes. This one's John, this one's Paul, and I just need to get Ringo and George, and then I've got the set. They've been velcroed down. They're slightly, oh, they'll be fine. Okay, and that's what it looks like with all of the slats in. So that's both my sleeping platform and part of the platform for the other things that will be going in there. This bit down here, that will be filled with some sort of insulation, and I'll fill those holes down there as well. This is the bit here which is causing me a problem. I think I need to pull this leg to here, so it sits there, and then make a separate platform which is removable for that. Then that chair can come back when I've got a passenger. So yeah, I need to cut a piece there, I think, and then or just cut that off, I guess, and put that bit there. I don't know, I'll figure that out. And then a little something in there, a little, it's going to be like a stool or something, you know, that could just be removed, pillow off, and that'd be great. It's quite heavy all in all, but still it's thankfully removable. Right, okay, so we now have this lovely flat over the top of everything. Crash mat which Tom donated to the cause. No crash mat. I don't think it's one that we use to train on, but it's absolutely perfect, cut perfectly. Ah, that is brilliant.
Yes, it is, Babu. It is brilliant. Oh, you are brilliant, Babu. You are.
So that's good, and now we can. This will be a table. At the moment, it's got stuff in it which won't be in it. I might even be able to fit metal detectors in that. Let's have a look at that in a second, and then all of this other stuff we'll talk about at a later date. And then you're not going to be able to really see it at the moment, but this is my lighting system. You'll see it in coming videos. All controlled by this panel here. This is a battery, as you can see. Hold on, let me just get a bit of my lighting right on that. I'll have to do. So I've got all sorts of colours. I've got red, blue, yellow, orange. All you got to do is turn the whole thing on via this thing here, and then that should turn that. It's not doing it, is it? It's not going to bloody do it. Hold on 1 second. Ah, there you go. Gives you a taste. So you got red, and you got yellow, you got green, and it strobes, and it does all sorts of things. Looks amazing at night. Looks so cool at night. Hold on. There you go. Look. There you go. Gives you a taste anyway. So that's my. Yeah, these are my lovely lights. My lighting system. It's cool. Right, so that's the lights done. I just wanted to quickly update you with what I have done. So this is the stool, which is removable, so this seat can come back if I've got a passenger. And there's the pillow situation on them. I'm just going to update you with all the boring stuff. Well, it's not really boring, but it's kind of cool. So all metal detecting equipment is under there, right? Every single little bit is under there. Grim, if you're watching this, that's your point. You need to meet me to pick it up. There's that, and then the spades are under there as well. Plenty of room for that. That's cool. And again, all of this is completely portable. I'll show you what I mean by that in a minute. So it doesn't have to stay in here overnight. Right, this would stay in here overnight. That's tools, just a small toolbox. This box is gloves. As you can see, there's plenty of room down there for more items. That's oil can full of oil, and I think I'll probably have a water. I haven't sorted out the water kind of situation yet. There you go. So metal detectors, tooly stuff, gloves. This is one of the windows you're looking at here. Yeah. So this is I've got this stuff, so a couple of quid, this thermal stuff. In the end, I didn't go with the vinyl idea. I just went with the reflectic stuff because it's going to get so hot that this will just reflect the heat away, and that just works perfectly fine. It's so lovely and cool in there, and I'm guessing it will probably keep it quite warm in the winter. It should give the opposite effect, hopefully. So fundamentally, at its core, this is a metal detecting vehicle, yeah, that I can edit in, and so. It's going to get muddy, isn't it? So I need one of those washy pressure things, portable ones. This is just a bucket for boots and fines. So whatever rubbish I've got will go in here for the day. Boots will stay away from everything else. Sleeping bag there, obviously. Lovely Wi-Fi snarfer there, a good one. If you know anything, I'm going to have this. It's not here at the moment, but that's the top. That will be the desk where my laptop sits, connected to that, and the laptop's got Kali on it. There's about 4 big security things going on in this car that I can't tell you about, because obviously that'll, you know. But yeah, it's all computer based. Anyway, that will be flat. That's my desk, and in here We've got
Dog biscuits from Mr. Odie.
wipes, cleaning wipes. Just it's all mixed in here, which I'm not entirely happy with. Fish, noodles, pot sauce things, toothbrush. They're going to go into a separate box, a hygiene box. Yum. These things are great for if you've got a headache. All good stuff. Paracetamol's in there. Cough sweets. Then clean stuff, toilet roll. Gas. This is the gas thing that I'm using. I haven't got the gas. I bought the wrong one. And it just fits in under there. And then bish bash, going to get a little kettle for tea, and the tea stuff is going to be in a completely separate box. You know how us British just love our tea. This is knife. This is my knife for cutting mushrooms and onions and things. It's a cold steel. It's done me well over the years. I don't know if you can see that. It's not focusing very well, but it's a cold steel. It's a good knife. It's not self-sharpening in there though, unfortunately. But that's about it so far. I'm going to show you now how it's all. Oh no! Of course it's not. We've got to go around the other side. Hold on. Silly boy. One of the most fundamental parts of this. So again, loads of room under there. So my drone, my Mavic Mini, right there, accessible, easy. This very interesting box is literally, oops, sorry, 1 second. Other than the camera that I'm holding, this is literally all my camera gear, and it all fits in this box. So USB sticks. Well, it's not all here, but a lot of it is here. Just cards, memory cards, loads more memory cards. The charger to my Quest, charger to the torches, and then battery, GoPro, battery, camera, holders. And that's about it there. There's also some other bits and bobs that need to go in there, just GoPro related things. That's it. It's all, one shop stop. All of the batteries are there. I still need to solve that battery problem because I'm not entirely happy with just using small. There's got to be some sort of unit you can get. So there you go. That again will come out with everything else. Now I'm going to show you what I mean by that right now. This around here, it's very simple. It's one of the best things I've ever bought. This is state of that. So a Discovery. It's a rucksack. It's a waterproof rucksack, and it's Discovery Adventures. Really tough. Everything fits in there. Everything. The metal detectors, the lot. The drone, the filming stuff, anything which is of any worth in this car, just go straight in here. I'll show you. There you go. That's all of my camera gear. It's all of my metal detecting gear, every single little bit. And it's also all of my drone gear, and that's it. There's nothing else of worth in this car. The food and that's over there. Obviously I'll take my knife. I might take the gas thing, but that was a tenner. That's it. That's the just all of the tool stuff, the Velcro stuff and nails and things. That's gloves. There's literally nothing else here. Oh, I also got my little USB Blaupunkt fan there, which is also wireless as well, because sooner or later in this country it's going to get hot, and when it does get hot, it gets extremely hot, believe it or not, in the southeast of Britain. And last year there was a few days there where it's hotter than Texas, which is crazy. That's probably not going to do anything really. And we also have this, it's kind of like a tarp, it's a ground sheet basically. And that goes in there as well. This bag here is just full of clean clothes. Spare trousers, waterproof trousers, socks, pants, underwear to my American friends, and a top and a jumper. Not much there, just sits in a little bag, tucks in there nicely and neatly. Haven't really thought that much about water yet, obviously very important. I think that I'm going to get one of those jug things that with the little tap things that you can just But I also have this, which is obviously going to be a cool storage in there that can store. So I have a water bladder upstairs for a bag, and I was thinking maybe I'll just put that in there and that'll keep that cool. Again, I'm not going to be doing massively long far away trips. I will take the little Wi-Fi adapter as well. It's on Velcro, so easily done. There you go, sorted. That's it, that's how portable this little place is. It's just completely portable. And there you go. That's it, a perfectly fine and feasible bug out vehicle that I can do all of my work and all of my editing in quite happily, quite comfortably. You know, it works really, really well for me. Open this up. It's a tad windy today, unfortunately, but I hope that gives you an idea. Oh, it's lovely in there. I really do like it. And there you go. I hope you enjoyed this dose of insanity, my friends, and that answers some of your questions. Thank you for your care and your love. I totally appreciate it, and I shall see you in the next video.